Wow. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Unpopular Review Dynasty Corner. We are on week 13. Let me tell you something. This NFL season is going by so fast, so fast. Some great games over the weekend. Some great games. I'm the executive consultant, joined today by Kilbo, Charles, Jewel, and Time to Shine Ed. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Happy Thanksgiving, Chris. Belated Thanksgiving.
I was about to say,
everyone watching.
Happy belated
Yeah,
birthday.
we can
since you
go.
wanna do that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
hey
Right,
man,
Joe was saying something. I didn't hear him.
huh?
Joe was saying something, but I didn't hear him.
Nah, I mean, my team got his ass whooped by, that star over there on Eddie's head, but I'm used to it at this point. So
I actually did not wear it to gloat. I couldn't find my work hat, and it's too cold to not have a beanie. So,
yeah,
I mean, realistically
that's
speaking,
my
did
fake hat.
anybody expect the Washington Commanders to win that? I think we all pretty much said last week, if you rewind it, that it was going to be a massacre, a Thanksgiving Day massacre, and it was, right? But hey, y'all have a better chance of winning this week, right?
No,
y'all don't.
oh, they're playing Miami.
Exactly my point. No, they don't.
Maybe the worst chance.
I think y'all have a chance at winning against Miami.
I'm thinking about going though, just to see two. But we can get on topic.
I'm glad we said get on topic. We're going to dive right into it. Let's talk about the first game we're going to talk about. It is the Thursday night game. Is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Dallas Cowboys. Interesting game to talk about. And we're going to start off with Kilmo Charles. Take it away.
What's interesting about this? Then, the Cowboys going to come in and get another W. I mean, Seattle, even if they make the playoffs, they just don't have the squad right now. They got the coach to get them to the dance, but they ain't making no noise as far as what I've been seeing. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys. Really?
Somebody was not liking your opinion.
They really wasn't.
Mr. Joel, what is your take on this?
Oh, I was waiting for him to switch. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Cowboys on this one, but I think they finally gonna get a win against a good team this year. But I'm not as sold as Phil is that this is gonna be so automatic. I think the Seahawks, especially with that defense, as they say, defense travels. So I mean, they got a chance, but I'm gonna still go with the safe pick and pick the Cowboys. That's all I got.
Mr. Consultant.
Okay.
Eddie running the show now.
Eddie's running the show. That's fine. No problem. I'll go. What happens when the Dallas Cowboys face a team that actually has a winning record? They don't do as well, right? When they have a team that they're not having a winning record on, then all of a sudden they become like the greatest team in the league and people wearing beanies and stuff. Now, let me explain something, all right? Dallas is a very formidable team. Unfortunately, they have not had a chance to prove it as well as they can against a team that actually is on the same level as them. Seattle Seahawks, I'm not saying is on the same level as them, but just like Joel said, and I'm going to piggyback off them, I think they don't have enough offensive power, and more to the fact, they don't think they have enough defensive power to stop the offensive power that Dallas Cowboys do have. My pick on Thursday is the Dallas Cowboys.
All right. Seems like everybody went with the smart bet, the safest bet, of course. Completely biased, though. It's not because this star is on my head.
Thank you for saying that you are completely biased. At least we have some.
On a serious note, I don't think that it's going to be an easy walk. Just the Seattle Seahawks coming into town and playing us. There's a lot of things that's going for the Cowboys. I mean, the defense is shining out. The offense is getting their tires turning, getting the bus down the road and all of that. Mike McCarthy is actually looking like he's actually scheming stuff, disguising things, moving things around, kind of getting keeping the defense guessing and everything, and alongside with Dak Prescott and what he's been doing and everything. But the Seahawks do have what they do have is they do have a very decent offense that can put up points, so long as Geno Smith can get it rolling, and a very good secondary. I think their secondary is actually pretty good. What they're lacking is their pass rush, and what we saw this last week was the Commanders weren't able to put enough pressure on Dak Prescott to actually make him or force him to make a mistake. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys on this one. Hater.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out the best way to do a shock face that you picked the Dallas Cowboys. You spent a minute to go exactly where everybody knew you were going to go.
I picked San Fran over Dallas.
You did? I don't remember that. Can somebody?
Yeah, I picked San Fran over Dallas. The only team that I think that's the only team that I've picked against Dallas. I picked against the Eagles because I refused to pick the Eagles, even though the Eagles
that's probably
are
why you're not winning.
Okay.
That's probably why you're not winning. If you pick the Eagles, you might have. I mean, when you pick the team with the best record, that's. I mean, I was thinking like could be wrong.
Could be wrong. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move it along. What do we got next on the book?
Rapid fire succession now. Let's go ahead and get with it. First game we're going to talk about is, Colts and the Titans. Let's go in this order. Eddie.
I'm trying to remember. I know last week we said that we were going to do better at remembering what we picked.
See, it didn't work.
Yeah, I literally wrote them down, so I can't forget.
I think I went with the Titans at home because they're at home. I know the Colts got a lot of things going for them, but
rapid fire succession. Rapid fire.
You did say that. Wishy-washy.
And he forgot all the rules.
Titans at home.
He did. Titans for me as well. Go ahead, Phil.
Colts.
Titans.
All right. Go ahead, Eddie.
Jets.
Going with the Jets.
Falcons.
Jet secondary.
Okay. Next game we're going to talk about in more detail is going to be the Detroit Lions facing the New Orleans Saints. Go ahead, Eddie. Take it away.
I don't even know. I guess Derek Carr coming back makes this a little bit more of an interesting game and see if New Orleans is going to be able to get everything going again. They haven't been playing good ball per se. They've been struggling on offense, and their defense for some reason has not shown up like they normally do. At the beginning of the year, this was one of the defenses that a lot of people talked about was going to be a very competitive defense, but unfortunately it didn't turn out that way. And the Lions have dropped the ball in the last 2 games. That's not to say that they're going to continue to do this, but it's very hard for me to see the Lions losing to the Saints this game, even if they're at the Superdome. So my pick is going to be the Lions.
I'm rolling with the Lions. Just the overall better team. So I think Saints have been doing decently. So I don't think this is gonna be like a blowout, but Lions offense with all the time they have, I think it's just gonna be like I would get a slight edge to the Lions, even though the Saints are at home. So I mean, but I'm thinking a close game, like 23-20 type performance, something like that. 27-24 type thing. So
that seems plausible.
I'm going 28-21 Lions. Saints, they did a little bit better against the Falcons last week. Matthew kind of showed his tail off, showing why Honey Badger is still a pretty good safety out here right now. But I don't think Saints defense has answers for that Detroit offense. So I'm going with the Lions.
And I'm going to agree with y'all. I think the Detroit Lions just has too much firepower. They're not as good, I think, as their record turns them out to be, but they still think they're one of the more formidable teams in the NFC. And I think that the New Orleans Saints do not have what it takes to defeat the Detroit Lions. Rapid fire succession. Bringing it back. Let's go. Phil, you start.
Chargers.
Just go in order. Joe, Eddie.
Oh, sorry.
Joe, and then
Chargers.
Okay, fine. I'm going with the Chargers. Also, I picked the Patriots. I think last week like an idiot, and I don't know why because I remember. Never mind. Rapid fire. Next one. Go ahead, Phil.
You didn't let Eddie pick, but okay.
He said at the same time. He said the same time as Joe.
Steelers.
Steel curtain.
Steelers definitely pick up
what used to be the steel curtain.
I smell a hater. I don't know why.
Oh, the steel curtain was named for the defense at that time.
I'm well aware who it is, but you tried to say it was.
You're calling me a hater over here. I'm just saying.
You are.
I'm going by facts.
You are a complete hater. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, got some more games to talk about. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review.
Next segment we have Wesley, the greatest North American champion. Yes, I said it there. Executive consultant. There we go. Let's get that a little louder. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The greatest North American champion. He talks about his taking away his time away. He talks about finding himself as when he was champion, and he will do anything to win back that North American championship. He talks about the Judgment Day, always having Dom's back, and the only reason why Dom is still champion is because of Judgment Day. He also says Judgment Day. I always laugh when everyone keeps saying the Judgment Day have all the titles. No, they don't. They legitimately do not have all the titles.
They don't.
They legitimately do not have all.
Undisputed Tag Team Championships belt, the Women's Championship, and the NXT North American Championship belt. They don't have the Undisputed Championship belt, the Continental Championship, the United States Championship. They don't have the NXT Championship, the NXT Women's Championship.
Go ahead. Keep naming them. Keep naming them. Keep naming them. Because even the bloodline that we have.
The ones that I could name now are retired.
Fantastic. But they say, but he says these things. He says that then Dominic comes out. He says
the worst NXT North American champion we've ever had.
There we go. You heard that with the? She said the worst.
And the one who wins the same way that Roman wins about 80% of the time, with cheating and interference, because Dominic can't win by his damn self.
That's right, Wrestling Doll. That's right. You hear that? He can't win it on his own.
Popular Review Wrestling presents an NXT show immediately after NXT every single Tuesday, 10:05 with Bad Guy Jack and the Wrestling Doll. You are watching the Dynasty Corner, talking about some football. Week 13 picks. We got quite a few games to talk about. Let's go ahead and start with the Broncos and the Texans. And Phil, let's go with you.
Yeah. Texas offense is looking good, but I think Denver's defense is going to be able to do just enough to get maybe a 3-point win over Houston coming up. I'm going with Denver.
Although I do agree that the Broncos have been getting the ball rolling and they're on the winning streak right now. The defense stepped up massively ever since that whooping that they took from Miami. What was that, 70 to something? I think Miami's still running down the field right now. But anyways, so yeah, the Denver Broncos, they're looking nice. They're getting things done, but the Texans is still looking hot, and they're one of my favorite teams to go into the playoffs. That I'm rooting for to go into the playoffs. So I'm gonna go with the Texans on this one, against my better judgment.
It's funny you say that, Eddie, because for me it's the same thing with the Texans. I'm rolling on my heart more than my head because I'm a big fan of C.J. Stroud right now. Because Denver's on a roll. They're playing great right now. They lost 70 to whatever the score was, 70 to 20 to Miami. They look like the worst team in the league, maybe. And Sean Payton, gotta give him credit. He's completely turned it around. And so really, I should be picking them, but like I said, I'm gonna vote with my heart instead of my head on this one and go with the Texans and Stroud.
Yeah, I forgot it's on me. I forgot. I'm going to go with the Texans also, but let me tell you something. The Broncos, I believe, have every capability to defeat the Texans coming up. I just think it's going to be a close one, and somehow they're going to drop the ball. I'm going with the Houston Texans on Sunday. Next thing we're going to talk about rapid fire. Let's just say rapid fire. Dolphins and Commanders. Phil, go ahead and start.
Yeah, Dolphins.
Eddie. It's going this way, then that way, then that way.
Can't hear you.
Eddie's on mute. I'm sorry. There you go. Go ahead, Eddie.
Going with the Dolphins.
Joel.
Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins as well. Panthers and Bucks are next. I'll go first. Bucks, Phil.
Bucks.
For some reason, I think I went with the Panthers, and I'm going to stick to it.
I don't get that one, but
the person who screamed in the background is exactly how I felt. You picked the Buccaneers, Joe?
Yeah, he picked the Bucks.
All right. 49ers and Eagles. Let's talk about it. I'll go.
Did you make your pick on that one?
Yeah, I said the Bucks. I went first. 49ers and Eagles. I'll start off with this one. Let's see. Who am I going to pick? The
look at that little smile he got already. Look at the little smile.
Let me explain why I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles. It's not just because they're 10-1, right? It's not because they actually, unlike the Cowboys, know how to defeat teams that are good. It's the fact that they know how to win football games. No matter how the team is, no matter how the team plays, they know how to finish football games. They did.
They just slide 100 to the ref.
They did it against the Cowboys. There's bad calls on every single game. You want to blame that because that's what.
I'm sorry, but no. Here's what we're going to get into a little debate about.
Excuse me.
All right.
Can you get to the debate after I explain why I'm picking the Eagles? And you can debate all you want.
When a prime quarterback gets horse collared and his jersey gets torn and there's no call thrown, that is bull. There is no way you miss that. All right.
Wasn't there a call on the Bills after that horse collar?
You said what?
There was a discussion for the penalty, and then they put a penalty on Buffalo after that, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't.
Like it was like hands to the face or something, 10 yards down the field, and everyone's looking like, okay, this is obviously a horse collar. His whole jersey's ripped. Okay, where's the horse collar? Oh, there's a flag. Okay, there it goes. Hands to the face on the offense, like, huh?
Then Josh Allen goes down the field. You know what I'm saying? To get who was that? Gabe. And once the camera adjusts all the way in the end zone, what do you see? You see Slayton over here playing chicken with Gabe Davis on his head, and they don't even call no freaking penalty on that either. Come on, man. That
was during the time of the game. They was letting everything go.
They're just like, man, I don't know. I just don't know.
Right.
Go ahead, Chris. You wanna do a little quick soliloquy to that or something, man?
It's nothing to say. If you have to sit here and blame the refs because they might have missed a call or two,
no, they no might have
or five.
It doesn't matter.
The
unofficial, or actually the official end of the game states that the Philadelphia Eagles won. They picked up the W, right? They played a hell of a game. I don't care how much you want to sit here and blame everybody else for the fact that we won. At the end of the day, they went out there and they proved why they're the best team in the league. Everything else you say is irrelevant to me, right?
Right.
We said the same thing when we beat the Dallas Cowboys.
66 passing yards in the first half. That's a great football team.
What was the final score? I think you're failing to understand. There's something you're failing to understand. This is the same. No, you've had your talk. You've had your talk. I'm going to finish. I let you talk. I was respectful. You're going to shut up and let me talk, okay? The bottom line is you can sit here and talk about our first half stats for the last game or the Kansas City Chiefs game. You can do that all you want. I'd rather take the second half stats and the final score over the first half stats any day of the week, and your dumbass Dallas Cowboy fan would also. Washington Commanders definitely sure as hell would. Carolina Panthers definitely as hell sure would. You would want to take that W. They don't care how it happens.
Well, of course you're going to take the W.
I'm still talking. I still got the floor. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Listen very carefully how it happens. The bottom line is whether it's by 30 points, 20 points, 10 points, 3 points, overtime, 59-yard field goal kick. If your team wins, you are happy. If the team wins the Super Bowl ugly, they don't care as long as they won the Super Bowl. You need to stop being a hater because your Dallas Cowboys don't know how to be a team with no more than 4 victories. You need to stop being a hater because one of the teams that they did play, they lost to, was the Philadelphia Eagles. You need to stop being a hater because y'all don't have the number one spot in NFC East or NFC. And you need to stop being a hater all your freaking life because y'all ain't won a championship since 1996. When y'all stop doing that,
Boy,
then y'all can come talk about some
you
damn
feeling hot
referees.
because your team won Super Bowl since they came onto the scene, bro?
We won a Super Bowl in the 21st century. We won a Super Bowl in the 21st century. We won a Super Bowl since I was an actual adult, right? Since I was an actual adult. You weren't even know. You were barely swimming around when they won a Super Bowl. You can sit here and be
no, sir. No, sir. By the time
did you take a celebratory shot? Did you take a drink? Because I did. Did you take a drink?
We're playing in the Super Bowl. I was already doing my dirt. What are you talking about?
At 4 years old. All right. Philadelphia Eagles to win.
Hey, at 40 years old.
Phil, on you.
I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. We done already talked about it.
Yeah, so this is gonna be my first guaranteed victory of the season. I'm going to work with the 49ers. I think they're gonna put this stamp down on the league to say we the best. And even on the road, I think right now they're 3-point road favorites against a 10-1 team. You know, that shows you what maybe the most objective group out there, the sports books, knows who's the better team. And it's going to be on display whatever night that is, Sunday night. No, Sunday at 4:25, I think this game is. It's going to be – I'm actually – looking forward to this game. I can't wait for this one. And like I said, I guarantee the 49ers going to win this one.
So I'm going to hope that this is a good game. I'm going to hope it's going to be a good game. I really do. I hate watching bad football. What I will say is if it's one thing that the Eagles have proven is some way, somehow, they pull it out the rabbit hat. So let's put that out there right now. But they have not played a San Francisco 49ers, all right? The 49ers are a rural team. Ever since they got Chase Young back there and everything, that pass rush is absolutely insane. If it's one thing that I've learned in the years that Jalen Hurts has been playing, is if you put pressure on him, he will crack. So for me, I am picking the San Francisco 49ers, Mr. Consultant.
He's not biased.
I hope you're okay with them having 66 yards in the halftime with the 49ers so that I can see whether your team is really good to come back in the second half like they did against the Bills. The sorry-ass Bills, might I add.
Not even just the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs. And let me tell you something else, okay? You can sit here and down Jalen Hurts all you want. The man is like 30-4 in his last 34 starts. Like, I don't understand what else the team has to do or a player has to do.
Did you look up that stat?
But you know what? I'm not even. I've already said my piece to you, you Cowboy fan, you. Right? We already lived in the 90s. I understand. Hey, I watch Saved by the Bell too. But my issue actually is with one person on this panel now. It's not you, Eddie. It's you, Joel. Because the reason how come I'm not going to give Phil any crap is because he just did a 49ers team left alone. I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him cook. Right? But you had to throw in a word in there, and that word is guaranteed. So I am going to make sure, just like these commercials, like the one I'm about to play, I'm going to make one for this. It is going to show you showing your ass and saying guaranteed, right? And I'm going to play another clip, and it's going to have Eddie showing his ass, and I'm going to have to speed his ass up. He's going to sound like a chipmunk in his commercial, and it's going to talk about all this shit of why they're going to lose. But at the end of the day, at the end of that game, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be 11-1.
Hold on. I got to respond.
Go ahead, respond.
Just make sure when y'all get stomped, because I'm thinking it's going to be double digits. So just make sure when y'all get stomped that you cut together, edit some video yourself in response to me
eating crow.
Once y'all get y'all ass whooped on Sunday.
That's only fair. If you're gonna try to embarrass us like that, that's only fair.
I did. First of all, I'm not going to embarrass you. Y'all embarrassed yourself.
That's what the refs.
When y'all sat here and down the best team in the NFL, you already embarrassed yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a commercial break. 3 games to talk about. Stay with us. You're watching a popular review.
This was the strangest segments, promos I've seen in a while. Christian Cage is gold in the ring, just on the mic alone. We don't even need this guy to wrestle, but like 4 to 6 matches a year. All we need is this guy to come out, cut these silly, crazy, fantastic promos. Christian has made me interested in Nick Wayne. I don't know how he's done that, but he has made me interested in Nick Wayne. And he's also made me somewhat interested in Luchasaurus at this point.
Killswitch. I think that's a better name. I'm sorry. I know those people in Chicago disagreed. I thought Killswitch is a much better name than Luchasaurus. I take him much more seriously now.
He will not be known as it. This won't last very long.
Should.
We can see the writing on the wall here. We can, I mean, in my opinion, we're going to get Edge comes out, saves the day. Nick Wayne's mom ends up, having to watch her son take a concerto.
Was anybody else concerned about Stiller's mom? Because let me tell you, she got bumped. She fell, and somehow this knocked her unconscious for 29 minutes. And
it was crazy.
Yeah, it was completely crazy.
This was Jerry Springer.
While the prodigy Nick Cage went out and got these chairs. Now, I don't know what happened after that. I was like, does he look like he wants to do it? Or like he doesn't want to do it? I mean, I was so confused. Killswitch tries to save Stifler's mom, but at the same time, then I guess he decided he was going to go ahead and hit her with the chair. It was a little confusing at times, but such a great segment until Edge came out and ruined it. Try to steal the spotlight like he always does.
Adam Cole was in there. No, Adam Copeland was. F you. Who won Christian Cage, who has been doing some of the best work, man. I mean,
the son he never had.
Mm-hmm, there we go. EC called him Nick Cage.
I thought that's what he was going to call him. I thought he was going to drop the Wayne and add Cage in there.
That would have been great.
And Nick Wayne's mom, if she just played her cards right, things might have been different for her.
Universal Pictures presents everything you always wanted to do in high school with everyone you always wanted to do it with. They're the students of Ridgemont High. Brad Hamilton, the fast food king. Charles Jefferson, a man with a mission. Linda Barrett, not exactly the girl next door. See Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
I had to play another commercial because I needed more time to get my thoughts together after that bullshit y'all just spewed before the commercial break. But ladies and gentlemen, you can watch the AEW review show immediately after AEW every single Wednesday. And coming up this Thursday, the end of I Love 80s month with Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Before next month, we'll get into the 90s. I love the 90s. Second consultant, time to shine, Ed, Kill Mode Charles, Joel down there talking about Week 13 football. I'm hopefully they came down off whatever high they're on, and we can talk about it in rapid fire. Go ahead, start with myself. Browns versus Rams. I'm going to go with the Browns.
This one was a tough one for me, but I think I'm going with the Browns.
Apparently, I said the Rams. I don't know why, but I'm going to stick with it.
And we'll go with the Rams, too.
All right. Still rapid fire. Bengals and Jaguars. Oh.
Jags.
Oh, okay. Well, you can go first. Jags. Go ahead, Eddie.
Even though the Bengals surprised me, but I'm still going to go with the Jags.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars also. Bengals and
Jaguars, what you want to call it.
Last game we're going to talk about is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Green Bay Packers. We're understanding Patrick Mahomes' first time in Lambeau Field. Looking forward to this one. I'll take it away because everybody's going on some bull crap tonight. So I'm going to go ahead with the Kansas City Chiefs. They need the victory more than the Green Bay Packers. Actually, no, Green Bay Packers need a victory more than Kansas City Chiefs, but mentally, Kansas City Chiefs need it more, and they're going to show that they need more when they take the victory on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, for this one, even though the Green Bay Packers look like they're starting to get it together over there, and they're starting to get with Jordan Love going.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that defense doesn't look like it can stop Patrick Mahomes and the 49ers. Damn sure can't stop Travis Kelce. And the Chiefs this year, one thing that I've been saying for many, many years is that the Chiefs really are a team that is always a defense away from a guaranteed Super Bowl. This year, they got a defense. They're playing lights out. They're doing a lot of good things over there in Arrowhead. So I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs to win at Green Bay, even though it's Patrick Mahomes' first time in Lambeau Field, which is surprising to me. I thought he had played there before, but okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs too. Green Bay has been looking better on the field. Just don't think they have enough to stick with Mahomes and Kelsey because Mahomes still doesn't really have any wide receivers. But as long as he got Kelsey, so long he ain't getting folded up on the field, Kansas City has a shot. I don't see Green Bay catching Detroit in the North, especially not this week.
Can we also right quick? Can we also give props to Isaiah Pacheco? That man runs his ass off every week. He's damn near a guaranteed touchdown every week. It's not only Travis Kelce, it's not only Patrick Mahomes, but that boy Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay, if that's the case, we could give props to Watson, Rasheed Rice, and even Edward Solaire.
No, there's a difference. There's a difference. You don't see them like you see Isaiah Pacheco. He's catching out the backfield. He's running down the tackles. I mean, he's mowing them defenses down, man. Like that man runs with the purpose.
Yes, he runs angry. But if McKinnon wasn't hurt, he would still be the pass-catching running back out of this offense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably are right. I'm sure you're right. But still, we got to show some love for my man Isaiah Pacheco. Don't be a hater just because he got a Latino last name. Bro.
Hey, I'm not hating. I'm just saying when you think Kansas City, you think Mahomes and Auto or Kelsey. Pacheco's good, but he's not there name-wise yet.
Joe.
I'm rolling with the Chiefs. Better quarterback, better defense, better overall team. I don't care where the game is played. Ain't no way they losing this game. Sorry.
Should be double digits for real.
I think it's going to be single digits.
Yeah. No, it's going to be double digits. Chiefs need to make a statement. All right, that is it for us here at Week 13. Let's go ahead and get you the rankings so far. I'm pretty sure we all know how this is going to be because we always know who starts off at number 4. Phil got a score of 8 wins and 8 losses last week, bringing his season record to an 84-64. Good job, Phil, to make sure that you stay above 500 for the whole season, though. You picked very well. Thank you for picking the San Francisco 49ers. Number 3 is Eddie, who got 10 victories last week and 6 losses for his total record of 91 victories and 57, trying to stay above Phil. Good job, you, Eddie. Do you have anything you want to say for yourself? You over there squinting like you got a problem. What's wrong?
Yeah, I'm still not trusting these tally marks, but okay.
You can easily go back and find out. They're still in there, and we have it on the other shows, but that's fine. Number 2, with a score of 10 and 6 last week, is Joe, bringing his total to a 94-54. Nice commanding lead over Eddie, and of course a dominating lead over Phil, which is not hard to do. He's bringing respect to the name Carolina Panthers.
Yo, I know you mad that we didn't pick Philly, bro, but damn.
Look at Joe's record, 94-54. And then look at 84-64. This man got 10 games on Phil. That's a commanding lead. But it's not number 1 with a 12-4 victory, 12 victories last week, 4 losses last week. 97-51 is your boy, Chris, the executive consultant. You know what? The thing is, this is not new. I do this every single year with y'all. We have the picks. This is true. Check the receipts, bro.
This is not true.
I win.
Let's go. Let's go back to when we were doing this in Alex's apartment. I was number 1. So
when we were doing it for money, I won the majority of the weeks. You can go back and ask.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Go back.
I have plenty of people that will attest to this. All right. I don't think I did it last year. I don't think I did pro pick'ems last year. But the year before that, I started off
when I was doing it, I was making that moolah.
Name the last time that you scored 4 in a row.
Not against the Dynasty, bro. Maybe one of your other friends, but not us.
It was Dynasty. Check the receipts, bro.
Okay.
Come through the season. Anyway, we're going to see y'all next week for week 14. Looking forward to the games this week. I might actually do a live version of them since I probably stay home. I'll do a live version of them this week, so we'll talk about it. Be right here on Unpopular Review Sports Dynasty Corner for Joel, for Kilmo Charles.
I got an idea. We should go live for the Philly and San Francisco game.
Why don't you go be at work?
The hell we go talk about for 3 hours?
Sunday? Hell no, I don't work on Sundays. I'm off.
Okay, we'll see. You can possibly join me if I'm not at somebody's house or something. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching us. For Joel, for Kilmo Charles, for Tiny Shine, Ed, I am the executive consultant, and we will see you next time right here on Unpopular Review.
Yes, sir.